us some more fantastic news coming our way. As we're going to get into the team news from the press conference. Igor Tudor says Romero and Paulinho are out. Mickey is out. Bissouma has a problem. Connor has a fever. And we hope he'll be okay. There's always something happening, very rare. I've never seen this in my career.
we were just watching his press conference, and he is bewildered. He goes, every day at this football club, unbelievable things happen. He's like, I've never had this at any other football club. Every day we get this number 2 players getting injured. We have red cards. We have unbelievable things happening. 2 players concussion and head-butting each other and both having to miss the next game due to concussion. Welcome, Igor. Welcome. This is Tottenham Hotspur. You should have done your research before agreeing to manage us, because it's a madhouse over here. If you think we had no chance against Liverpool, now we have. It's guaranteed to be a 3+ goal loss at this point. I think it's pretty safe money that we're going to lose by a heavy margin. It's gutting, isn't it? Let's just hope that Romero is back for the Forest game. That's the one that we just got to hope and pray he's back for, because we were never going to win these games anyway. So I don't really care that much he's out for Sunday, as much as it's just pretty much confirms what we already knew, that was what we're going to lose. It's all about that Forest game. If we're going to keep ourselves up, that's the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Matt Barlow has come out with a few things, and he said Kevin Danso is a positive force in the dressing room, as he speaks different languages and can link together the different groups. Make him the captain.
Yeah, make him do something. I don't know. Make him the manager. Why not?
That's the first positive news I've heard come out of Tottenham in months.
Manager. Make him play a manager. Come on, Kevin. We need him. To be fair, he's been one of the only players who hasn't been total crap for the last few weeks.
Yeah. I like Danso. I think he's got a good attitude on him.
For me, he's not a top player, but it's fine.
He's not a top player. Players. At this moment in time, it's not top players we need. We need players with top mentality. That's what we need.
And hopefully he can do that.
Yeah.
I mean, look, fair play, Kevin. I like him. Good to hear that. But it's not exactly helping us at the moment.
Yeah. Matt Barlow also said that Luka Vuskovic is not keen to return to Tottenham Hotspur. Surprise, surprise. I mean, why would he be?
Yeah, true. Who would be right now? Keen. Bet Mikey Moore wants out. Bet they all want out. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. I mean, he's looking at us right now and thinking, I don't want to go back to that shower of shit. But we have his contract, so we have to make that decision.
Yeah, Simon Jones saying that Bayern and Barcelona are amongst the clubs in pursuit of Luka Vuskovic, who is not keen on returning to Tottenham.
I heard they're looking at putting a 40 million bid in. I don't know if that'd be enough. Maybe it would. I don't know. But I mean, from one point of view, 40 million for a player who's never played a game for you is not bad business at 19. But from another point of view, I mean, he's a very talented centre-back, and, in a few years he could be double that.
Yeah, I think, if we were to sell him for 40 million, we'll be looking back at that in a few years being like, what the hell were we doing? But if Spurs do actually go down, I can see them accepting that. I really can.
Depends what's going on with everyone else, in my opinion. If we struggle, I guess it depends. I mean, if Van de Ven and Romero both go for 80 million plus, I mean, not each, I'm saying collectively.
Yeah.
At least, I mean, that should ease the burden.
You see, but if you're saying that Romero and Van de Ven are going for 80 million, that's 40 million each.
Yeah.
And if Vuskovic is, surely his value is less than that. And if you get a bid for 40 million, they'll accept that. They'll definitely accept that. I don't think, I've said too many.
If we sell Van de Ven and Romero, if they're both gone, why would we accept it? If there's less of a need to sell, I'm saying 40 million for Romero and Van de Ven because we would be in a position where we have to get rid of them on high wages or whatever. My point, that's my point. We probably get more than that, to be honest. Van de Ven probably goes for 50. Maybe we'll get 100 million between them. I'm just saying, if we have sold them both, and there's less of a need to take a lesser offer for Vuskovic.
Yeah, but I just can't see it, man. I don't know if he's ever going to play Tottenham. I mean, I've had that thought for weeks. We've had the conversation a few times now. And, I don't know, this one's going to hurt. This one actually is going to hurt more than a Romero and Van de Ven at this stage.
Why? Because he's never played, so you don't have the baggage of seeing him
Pretty much.
be bad for Tottenham.
Just seeing him do what he's doing at Hamburg, you know? And what we've seen him do over every single year he's been out on loan. He's just like, I've never been more excited to see someone in a Spurs shirt than Vuskovic.
See, it's funny, you're saying you'd hurt more for see a 19-year-old who's never played for Tottenham leave than our club captain.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? But it's true. Really is. I've lost a lot of love for Van de Ven over the past couple of months. And with Romero, I mean, look, I'd love to see either of them stay, but they both just are frustrating the life out of me. So,
yeah, don't blame you.
It is what it is with them. Simon Jones is saying that Bayern Munich are becoming increasingly interested in Archie Gray. But I believe there was a report a couple of days ago saying that Bayern are not interested in Archie Gray.
Christian Fulk said no, and now they're saying yes. I don't know. I've never felt Christian Fulk's a very reliable person, but I think it'd be brilliant at Bayern. The proper pace to develop.
Do you think he gets minutes at Bayern?
Probably doesn't start for them, but he's 19 still. He's still a teenager. So, I mean, Bayern definitely, I mean, to be fair, very good at developing teenagers. Bayern.
They are.
Krau, look at him now. What was his name? Krau?
Yeah.
Musiala was there as a teenager. Pavlovic started in their midfield at 18.
Yeah.
Very good at developing teenagers. If they want you and you're a teenager and they think you're good enough, I'll just jump at the chance.
Yeah, particularly with the way Spurs are going right now, I wouldn't blame anyone for wanting to jump ship. Pete O'Rourke says that Sean Dyche is Simon Jones saying that Chelsea and Aston Villa plan to test Tottenham's resolve over Lucas Bergvall. I believe that they tried to test our resolve in January, and obviously it was a resounding no from the club. But if the worst does happen and Spurs do go down, then it'll be probably easy for Chelsea or Villa to poach him.
I mean, he'll want out, that's for sure. I mean, everyone's going to want out, but it's about who's going to stay. Someone's going to have to stay. So as much as it'll be frustrating for them, we're going to have to keep some players. Can't sell all 20, however many players. Some people are going to have to stick around. Yeah. And hopefully Bergvall will be one of them. I don't know.
Like I said to you last time, I feel like anyone that is in and around their international team is going to leave.
They'll want to leave.
Yeah, and I think they will. I think they'll get their moves.
They can't all leave.
They can.
They can't all leave.
Look, we're going into an unprecedented time. Like, never has a club gone down probably with this amount of international players.
Agreed.
So it's hard to know whether they will or they won't. But
I'm sure a lot of them will.
I think they would, and I think the financial problems that Spurs are going to be under is going to force our hand a lot.
I agree, and I think a lot of players, especially who are in their mid-20s, will go, and we will sell them. But I think the players like Bergvall, Gray, Vuskovic, I think we can keep. They're young. They're very young. They're very early in their careers. And if we get money for those other players, if we put ourselves in a position where we don't have to sell them, we won't. But before that, then maybe we will. But I'm just saying, once we're in the clear financially, then there'll be players who stay.
I think you're underestimating how much it's going to take for us to be in the clear financially.
Am I?
Yeah, I think so. Because I think it's going to be
Romero,
I don't think it's enough.
Why not?
Because I think the financials of us going down is going to put us like hundreds of millions of pounds in the red.
Right. We're losing out on like £250 million of revenue.
Hundreds. It's going to be more than that in terms of what we're spending, how much we're allowed to lose every year. We're already making losses every year. Like, we're going to need to sell pretty much most of the players. Most of them. And also, you've got the aspect as well, it's just like these players, as much as they're under contract, they're going to cause such a stink to leave. Who's going to take a step backwards into the Championship who know that they can play in the Premier League? No one. The agent's going to be causing a fuss. The players are going to be causing a fuss. And that's just the situation we're going to be in.
Yeah, I know that. I don't doubt that. I'm just saying, once we have shipped enough, which there will come a point where we have shipped enough, then there will be some players who stay. Not every single player is going to leave. There will be some players who stay.
And also the likes of Bergvall and Gray and Vuskovic, they're going to be the ones that we're going to get bids for first.
I don't know about that.
They will. The young players that have a big future will get bids for them more likely than the likes of, the players below Van de Ven, Romero and like the Porro in the kind of mid-section in our squad.
I mean, there'll be bids for them. Vicario will be gone. Solanke. Richie's going to be gone. Basuma will probably let him run down his contract. Bentancur, he'll probably go somewhere. Palini will be out of loan.
Will Bentancur even be fit enough to pass a medical? He might have to stay.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, he's back, isn't he? In April.
Yeah. Kudus, he'll be gone. Get money for him. Gallagher will probably be gone. I mean, there's a lot of money there if they all get sold.
Yeah. It's worrying, man. It's very worrying. Pete O'Rourke says that Sean Dyche is thought not to be willing to take the role of Tottenham Hotspur boss if Igor Tudor gets sacked. So now,
Unwilling.
Now we've got to a stage where we thought we'd never get to, where we would actually want to see Sean Dyche in the club, and he doesn't even want to come.
Can't even convince Dyche to come and save us.
How are Spurs in a position where Dyche doesn't want to come? That's just mad.
He's looking at us, you're too far gone, lads. Yeah, I don't want to touch that. Don't want a relegation on my CV. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? I didn't want Dyche anyway, but I like the feeling that we could, if we, you know what I mean? And the fact that that's been sacked away, he's like, bloody hell. Not even he would want to come here.
Let this sink in, mate. Sean Dyche is rejecting Tottenham.
Next, Sam Allardyce is going to reject us.
This is mad.
Ram says Dyche swipe left. Swipe left.
Literally.
There should be like a Tinder for managers of football clubs. That'd be great. That'd be a great app.
That's how probably Spurs landed on Thomas Frank. But one manager that's not rejecting us is good old Harry. He wouldn't let us down in a time of need. He's been talking a lot recently, Harry Redknapp, and he's talking on Talk Sport. And he said that Daniel Levy contacted him last week and mentioned that he would have reappointed Redknapp for the rest of the season if he was still in charge. Redknapp also said that Levy told him, bloody hell, that he was marched out of Tottenham by the owners and not stepped down, as official statements suggested. I mean, what's the difference?
As in Levy didn't step down, he was marched out.
He was marched out and not stepped down. What's the difference?
It wasn't Levy's decision.
Right. He's not saying, no, because everyone's saying he was stepped down by the owners of this football club. Like he was stepped down, not that he stepped down.
I think that's what he means. I don't know. I think that's probably what he means.
Okay. I mean, there was never a suggestion that he left on his own accord, was there?
I mean, officially he did.
Oh, officially. Okay.
That's
Maybe
from
then.
what he's saying from the official statements. Like Levy just resigned because, you know.
So he's just telling us what we know already.
Yeah. There's nothing, nothing new there.
And Redknapp also has reiterated his willingness to take the Spurs job if offered. With this stuff about Levy contacting him last week and mentioned he would have appointed Redknapp, is this Levy looking on social media and being like, the fans want Redknapp?
100%.
And Levy going, you know what, let's go tell Redknapp that I would have brought him back.
100%. I don't think he would have, to be honest. I don't think he would have brought Redknapp back. I think he's just saying it because he's looking at this situation, probably laughing on the beach in the Bahamas or something, and I think, look, these guys are going to go down without me. You know, I said just before I left, they're all going to know how good I was after I leave. They're only going to thank me after I leave, and now I'm going to see what's going on and just for balance, going to call Redknapp and say, yeah, I would have hired you. You know,
and he knows Redknapp's going to harp that out to the press as well.
And he knows exactly. He knows exactly that Redknapp, he can't help himself. He's going to blab it.
I'm going to make them miss me.
In fact, he probably told Harry, just don't say anything to the press, yeah? And just knowing he's going to definitely now
playing Redknapp like a fiddle.
Exactly. And now it just makes Levy look even more like a guy who wouldn't have let this happen to us if he was still here. So yeah, I don't read too much into that, to be honest. I doubt whether Levy ever said it. To be honest, knowing Harry, he probably is just like embellishing a story or something. he might have said it as a joke, and now Harry's saying it's fact. That's knowing how Harry tells his football stories. There's not always 100% truth to them. Put it that way.
He was talking on Sky Sports as well, and he says they're banging trouble. I must be truthful at the moment. It's going to be tight at the bottom. No one's going to just go in there and suddenly take an incredible training sessions. They just need someone to go in there, give them a lift, and talk them and make them believe in themselves. And that's what it's all about, motivation. They play Saturday midweek. When are they going to do any wonderful coaching sessions with them? It can't happen. They know where I am if they need me. I mean, he is just like, in every interview...
Yeah, I know. He's really pushing it, isn't he?
Yeah.
He must be bored. But apparently he's going back into the jungle.
Is he?
Yeah. Is that true, Sammy? Do you hear that? He's going back into the jungle. Harry, they're doing a I'm a Celebrity All-Stars or something.
Really? I didn't hear that.
Yeah. Is that true? Is that true, good chat? That's what I heard. So we would have to vote him out. And get him to come manage Tottenham. I don't know. And he's at Cheltenham at the moment. He ain't missing Cheltenham for anything.
Yeah, Cheltenham finishes today, doesn't it? Or tomorrow?
What? Jungle has already been filmed, someone says.
Oh, right.
Well, it's been to the jungle. Oh, it's already been filmed. Okay. All right, so you can do it. You can do the job. He's been out of the jungle already.
So when it airs, it would be funny if it airs and he's Tottenham manager at the same time. It's just like, what the hell? Yeah, but look, like I said last week, I'll take Redknapp in right now. I do think we just need a bit of a man-manager motivator, someone to put the arms around the players and just give them a bit of confidence. I'm not saying it's going to keep us up, but I think it gives us a better chance of what we got now.
Get Ange back.
Yeah, you know, I wouldn't even be against that now.
Ange back.
Ange was very interesting, though, on TNT the other night. You know, he seemed to speak about the club in a different kind of light to the overlap interview.
Yeah, I think so. He was saying how we are a big club, and Woody asked if he'd ever go back to an ex. He said no comment. Maybe he's keeping himself open for the Tottenham job, because before he said no.
Do you reckon a conversation has been had? Because he was like, never go back to the ex, and now no comment.
Alex Crook claims that, from what he's heard, that it's not going to happen. But there's other rumours saying that there have been contact. I don't know.
From who?
I believe it's just random,
So
one of these
nothing.
random nothing, yeah. But there are rumours. You never know. Sometimes there's smoke. Well, there's no smoke that far. There's random rumours about Kinski, and he is actually in. So you never know. Sometimes that happens.
That happened a week later, though.
So you never know. I would look, for me, the reason why I'd be so in favour of it right now is because we know the players like him. That's the number one thing.
Would you take him as a long-term option or just until the end of the season?
I wouldn't mind giving him an 18-month deal, or whatever. But I mean, I think my preference would be until the end of the season. But I think the number one thing right now is there seems to be a massive issue right now motivating these players, getting these players on side and getting them believing in a way of playing and whatever. We know for sure, listening to what Van der Ven said in the interview and listening to what a lot of the reports have been, which have turned out to be true, they all liked him and they were very angry when he was sacked. This guy will come into that dressing room and get them on side straight away. Whether there's too many issues that he can't even solve it, that might be the case. And we might go down. But the reality is we're going down right now for sure. He might be able to get the wins needed to keep us up. I'm not saying he comes in and we win every game, but maybe he'll get the 2-3 wins that we need to keep us up. It was
funny, though, on your update yesterday, you were talking about Ange and Sean Dyche. And you were like saying, why would we bring in a manager that got sacked from our rivals and getting relegated when Ange was also sacked by Nottingham Forest this season?
Yeah, it's a different scenario. It's a different situation. Ange was our manager. And I know we sacked him, but we know what he can do.
Yeah.
Dyche would never get these players. If Frank and Tudor can't get these players on side, what makes people think Dyche can with the way he plays football?
Yeah.
No chance. No chance.
Dyche is just that classic firefighter, though, isn't he?
Yeah, that's what Tudor is. Like, same thing. There's no point
without
in getting
Premier League
Dyche
experience, though.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. There's no point in getting Dyche in. Dyche will not be able to... These players will not take to Dyche, I guarantee you. They will not take to Dyche.
So you're not open to Harry?
I'm open to Harry. Why not? Obviously, I love Redknapp. I think he's not managed in 10 years or whatever, so expecting him to come in and in the Premier League to change things.
I don't think there could be an expectancy from any manager to come in right now to keep us up. But the whole point is just improving our chances. That's where we're at right now.
Does Redknapp? Maybe. I'm willing to try
anything. Even if it's just by a few percent.
And there's no guarantee of that.
No, of course. There's no guarantee in anything right now. There is no guarantee in anything.
I'm just saying the Premier League right now is the most tactically advanced league, it seems. And just having a manager who's just going to come in for vibes, who could try it. I mean, none of the tactics are working at the moment, I guess. So why not? Why not?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think, if we carry on in the way that we're going, we're pretty much a dead cert for the drop. So any change has got to be a throw of the dice. It's a change. That's what we need. We need a change.
I agree with that. I'm happy to change it. That's the only thing we can do right now is change the manager. There's nothing else we can do to try and help this situation. So I'm willing to roll the dice, but I just wish there was a better option than Harry Redknapp.
Yeah. Anyway, that is your Tottenham update for today. Let me know in the comment section below regarding all the news stories that we have brought you today. We've got a couple of super chats. Jack Pereira just says, Stellegation.
Oh, no, this still.
Enough of this Stellegation, man.